I'll be the first one to say, even if, as I said, it goes back to my mindset, even if the narrative is, boy, I can never go boy, or only Dominica, or that's how we can never move forward. I do not believe that. When I see Dominica, and a lot of the directors can resonate with that, all I see is opportunity. So while others are thinking in that mindset, I'm like, okay, a business will be in that sector, okay, I recognize that problem. So it's like, once you begin to shift your mind that's what all the seminars are. Once you begin to shift your mind and recognize, okay, how can I solve that problem? That same thing that we're complaining about, okay, how can we solve the problem? As long as you begin to shift your mindset, for me, I'm the type of person that study the journey of entrepreneurs, study the journey of people who made it in life. And the people that I respect the most is people that stand out even worse than I was or worse than he was. When you think that you have it hard, sometimes you read someone's story and then you're like, wow, like I don't know what I was doing if I was in that position. But yet still, that person became somebody and really starts off with a passion inside of you to really just, and going into my presentation, I represent Royal Investment, which is an incorporation that is focused on solving problems and creating opportunities. I first started with a passion and with an idea, and then slowly but surely, I met people who believed into that dream of Royal Investments, which what it represents, solving problems, creating opportunities. So, you come from a jurisdiction, come from a geographical area where you want to see development and you want to see, obviously, and that's the difference between Royal Investments, that it's not just an incorporation that just focus, just like an ordinary business where you just focus on profitability, just focus on building a profit, but when it becomes a movement and you start having seminars and changing the mindset of individuals concerning wealth, concerning development, concerning change, then that becomes something even bigger than things that I would anticipate. You look at yourself as an individual and you say, what for me that you die today? What will you be known for? It's a movement where I want to know that when I'm on my rocking chair and on my stick, I can see the little ones, you pass down something through a generation where you can look at the little ones and like they carry out that same principles that you said. Okay, so as I said, this is our logo. There's an R and I if you look closely, but it's RI, short form for Royal Investment. This is just a few of the examples, and the thing that I have here is inventions. And when I look at business, I look at it in the sense of how can you make something unique, something spectacular, and not just doing it on a mediocre level. That's why the name is Royal Investments. And whatever business that you're involved in as well, this is what, that's the mindset that you need to have. So inventions basically deals with problems, and you have discoveries, and you have designs. And I have a quote below that says, something is only impossible until it gets done. For example, so the power of the mind. So I'm saying all of this to say, but the main question is this. What does this mean for us here in Dominica, here in the Caribbean, and the world at large? And going back to even what Dr. Trevor said, that everything begins in the mind. You believe that you have yourself, whatever that you put your mind to, you can accomplish it. And once you can have that belief in yourself that, okay, I'm going to accomplish this, I'm going to create this business, this is how much you're going to make, this or that. As long as you start believing in yourself and then you find people, which is very important, that can believe in your dream as well, then you can make it happen. When you combine that, basically our goal is to combine innovation and our network or the individuals that is involved to lead to development. And this is what we're aiming to do. Right? So at Royal Investments Innovative Markets, and all of these is things that is in the initial stages, but we're just giving you the vision as we move along. We aim to have expert consultation, which is, as we said, we believe in partnering with individuals and entrepreneurs and really connecting investors to other experts that can help them basically move forward, or help them, construct their business, or even just believing in them. We have the aim to do as well is in the agriculture and manufacturing industry, where we want to partner with a lot of different entrepreneurs, but take them, basically develop their business. So whether it is you're making oils or whatever products that you're making, whatever it is that you maybe have on a small scale, it could be you selling jelly, it could be you have as I said, body oil, some people they make soap, some people they make food, stuff like that. Whatever you're involved in, you want to create an ecosystem in which entrepreneurs basically can have a platform that might not expand your business. You might want to create more products, create more services, or you maybe just have an powerful idea and you just need a start, a push. And that's where you want to come in, where you want to be the one business that we don't want to fight against your idea. We want to welcome ideas, welcome entrepreneurs, welcome investors and even if you're an existing island that is very focused on agriculture and stuff, it's very important because okay, you can have a medium in which your products can actually get out there and connect to the other islands, which create a market for what you want to do. The primary objective of the shipping and logistics is to basically create a unique, a revolutionary company that knows not only reduce prices but also promotes greater services, and as well as quality. But that is, we want to create something as well where basically whatever you're involved in, you can, like an investment firm, basically invest in royal investments as well, where the profits made from royal investments as the services begin to expand, as it begins to grow. Just like, for example, Amazon, Facebook, stuff like that. That's what we're thinking. As the stock begins to go up, as the value begins to go up, the investors also will increase as well, which is another opportunity for passive income. Why? And that's the type of individual. It's like my mindset aligns with the business that we're involved in. It's like we spend hundreds and even thousands of dollars on someone else's clothing, and like you can actually have your own clothing line right there. Which is why I registered. We registered this business RIs. Okay. Then you have RITV, which basically represents all like social media stuff like that as well. And also attend seminars like this free of charge because we realize that this stuff like this, it actually costs money. And basically as funds students school, you can help cover the cost and services. Alright, so this is the one before the last slide. And this represents my business card, which is here, which I'll be distributing soon. And basically, this is our website, ri/incorp.com. To do with this, that something, I said all of this, and the whole point of it is something is only impossible until it gets done. And luckily, unfortunately, I find a group of individuals that actually believes in that dream. And as we move forward, we aim to just grow our network and do what we're doing on a global scale where it can benefit everyone. That's what we believe in. Business on a win-to-win scale, not scamming anybody, not trying to put down anybody, but generally coming together and having a forum in which we can discuss, having that movement in which young people can get fired up and doing something positive, creating opportunities for young people, and really just changing the narrative, mindset.
WDEP. What do you want? What do I want? Or who do I want to become? What am I doing? It's not what my auntie gave me, not what my mom offered me. Oh, I don't have the money. No, what am I doing about it? I have to take responsibility. What am I doing about it? Then I balance whatever it is I'm doing. How is that going? Is that working? I'll know it's working if I'm seeing the results. If I'm not seeing the results, I have to change my plan. And even if I have seen results, I might have to adjust my plan to make my plan more efficient. And then rewire your brain after you've made these intentions. You need to watch what you say to yourself and to other people and what you're allowing in. You need to watch your character, who are you surrounding yourself with, those of that are going to flock together. Intentionally choose your flock. Be consistent even on the days you don't feel like doing it. Show up and do the best you can.
Life insurance is not death insurance, it's wealth insurance. Because life happens. Every time I go to business trip, one of the first questions my wife asks me is, the insurance paid? I have a smile. And because it is. I will not pay my phone bill and pay my insurance bill. I'd rather be homeless than pay my insurance bill. You know why? Because I believe in the value it provides. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you have to pay a bill. That's not my point. The point I'm trying to make here is one of the first things people cut off when you have a hardship is usually insurance. And that's the thing you should never, ever, because whatever can go wrong, what goes wrong when you're not expecting. Folks, there's a bunch of companies in Dominica. I don't want to name any names, all right? Because I don't get paid to call names. But do your research. And that young lady that's in there today, Miss Williams, M. Williams, I'm going to give you a project. Do it on your free time. Find out how many insurance companies are in Dominica. Not property and casualty, but life insurance companies. And get back to me. And I'll do research with you. And we'll find out how you can start doing something with your family. And also, my pledge is that finance focus is something that everybody should be following in Dominica. Go on social media. I don't know if you go on TikTok, if you go on WhatsApp, if you go on Facebook, if you go on Instagram, she's there. It's the one-on-one. Finance focus is blowing up. And she's giving great financial services tips. How to budget, how to manage. And for you, Mrs. M. Williams and your mom, we will, by doing financial services, will sponsor a session with Finance Focus for you, just so that you guys can learn some traditional financial concepts that you can start implementing in your daily repertoire or whatever it is that you do. I don't know why I did that today, but I know this. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. You don't have tomorrow. Yesterday's gone. Let's start today building. I yield the mic back to you, Ms. Petra.
Thinking is one of the most important works of an entrepreneur. It's a job. For me, it's a job that I take my time. I just sit down and put things together. It takes my time. And you know what interesting is that you think about something and put plans together for about maybe 2 months, 3 months, maybe an entire year. And you come and you tell that to somebody and then the person is just telling you, no, that cannot happen in like 2 minutes. No one is as bright to make such decisions after efforts. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people have less confidence in themselves. That is why they dwell on the 1 or 2 minute answer somebody gives them after 1 year. And that is hindering progress. The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. The more time you take thinking well, and thinking clearly, the more successful you are. Successful people go calm in tough situations. So before I like to laugh at people like that, don't give the little things. But when it comes to dealing with a tough situation, that's stupid, and they get the coin, that was my mind. Make $1 to $2. But something spark, And after a few struggles with the powers that be, they stopped the classes. And I rented 2 rooms at the Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School. I taught at PSS, and I had to rent 2 rooms at the Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School in order for me to continue it. Because it was open to the hurricane, and everything got damaged. With no assistance, I did not stop. And that is why I'm here, just to try to motivate some people to see the mental stress that I would have gone through and where I am today. So now, I rebranded after the hurricane, a time I could have given up. Now I have Academic School of Learning, a new tertiary institution on the block. So I started this business, and I put technology in the business. I said, if hurricane come, I cannot stop it. Not even knowing that the pandemic coming. So I decided to stand as a model to Dominican institutions with technology that make it resilient. That as long as you fight to get something that is good going, then eventually What that is good will keep you standing.
Whatever goal was achieved, but a feeling of satisfaction and acceptance when the goal had not been achieved. I realized success had a lot to do with enjoying my journey to achieving my goals. Enjoying all the efforts, I put out and all the skills that I developed along the way, rather than experiencing joy and satisfaction only at my destination. I decided I want to be a doctor. But 3 months down the line, I realized that's not what I want to do. It's okay. We are dynamic. This world is dynamic. And so it's okay to change your mind. Right? So I want to leave each and every one of you today reminding you that you're naturally valuable, you're lovable, and your uniqueness is a gift. You are imperfectly perfect. You are worth taking up space, and you are an important part of this country and the world. Yeah? Your success is really not about striving for perfection, or in fact another person's idea about perfection. It's about embracing who you are, your authentic self. One of my favorite authors, I don't know if you guys would know, Brené Brown. She said, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. Yeah, I think that's it. So authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. When I read that, I loved it, but I wanted to make an adjustment to it. I wanted it to say success is the daily practice of letting go who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are, who we truly are. So in other words, your authenticity is what will bring you your real success.
Is an agency which trades in insurance and real estate, and also as a complement we do work in communications and business development. So of course that is the reason why I'm here today, and my topic of discussion is financial planning, but to be more specific, personal financial planning. And I found that has been quite important because in Germany I often recognize that in most cases these topics are not generally spoken of in the public. My company trades primarily in insurance, real estate, communications, and business development. And our field is from dreams to reality, which is a transformative process of taking one from where they have conceived an idea to where it actually becomes a reality. 70-30 rule. And the 70-30 rule essentially is a formula by how one can manage his money, manage his affairs. It's a very simple rule. Whatever and how much money that anyone makes, and try to understand that in depth. Any money, dollar value, whatever amount you make, to apply the 70-30 rule means that your living expenses should only amount to 70% of your income. It's a question that everyone wants to know. Now, in order to generate income or through income generation, there are different sources. Savings. Now, this question usually conjures a lot of mixed feelings from people. And I know that even as an individual, I was challenged with that at some point. The question we normally ask ourselves or say, or the statement that we make is that we don't have enough money to save. And that's a common thing in Dominique. I've heard it from many persons, but there's actually an essential way of setting up a plan which would allow for you to save. And saving of managing risk. Now, someone might ask, what is a risk? Or what is it? Risk is the possibility of loss. Now, you'll notice that I didn't say financial loss, because I think in most cases when we think about risk, we often think that it is financial loss, but it appears much deeper than that. And if you turn to the next slide, you'll see exactly what that means. So, personal financial planning in the context of risk management involves the following things. I mean, when I say do not confine yourself to your profession or the titles that you wear when it relates to wanting to engage in a sort of income generating activity, but be receptive to accept whatever blessings that come your way, if you understand what I mean. And I believe we're coming to the end.
Help you manage your finances effectively by tracking your expenses, saving for retirement, or creating financial stability. So that is what budgeting planning is all about. Is using your monies to know, this is my expense, this is what I can afford, this is what I can't afford, and when you can afford it, that you do. Next slide, please. Okay, so why is budget planning important? As you see here, Benjamin Franklin said, by failing to plan, you're planning to fail. So if you put no plans together, life will plan for you. And you don't want life planning for you, because life is very unpredictable. Although life is unpredictable, and you plan, and plans might not go as well as the way you planned it, but the point is you have something to work on. And it says it allows you to create a spending plan for your money, which we just speak about. It ensures that you always have enough money for the things that you need and things that are important to you. So when you plan your budget, you know exactly, hey, I only have $100 to plan after I pay my bills and after I put my savings. I have $100 in my pocket. Now that pocket money has to, if you get paid every 2 weeks, that pocket money should take from that every 2 weeks. And if you're doing it every month, that pocket money should last you for a month. Now you have to manage that $100, because if you mismanage that $100, then you have to go back in your savings. And this is why we put these things together, to help you understand not everything is done. You don't use your Gucci bag, you don't use your credit card to get yourself in debt just to buy a Gucci bag, if you know what I mean. Next slide. Common responses you get when I tell people, do you have a budget plan? They tell me, I don't make enough money for budget planning. Or budget is for people with money. It's easy for you to say that you have little money, you're not like us. But they tell me, oh, cost of living is so high in Dominica, we expect this to do budget planning. But I always tell them, remember, Rome was never built in a day, and neither is wealth. So remember that your budget plan are calculated on wages after tax. Then you have to calculate your income and your expenses. Some people only talk about the money they make, but they never tell you how they spend it. Because most of what is flexible, you can change it to suit your income, but you just have to do it the right way. And then it always choose a plan with a saving. Always choose a plan with a saving option. Now somebody might say, so much plans, what do I choose it? Well, as you can see, it's based on how many, or what your debt is and what your expenses is. That's why we choose it. So for example, if you see the first one is the expenses, saving, and debt pay off. Something you already have in it. So you don't have 80%. You don't have all that money for you to put aside. Thank all the viewers online, by my personal page, my presenter's personal page, Emonews, those overseas in the diaspora, I'll be calling on you to give back to your country, Dominica, in whatever shape or form. I'll be reaching out to you next year. We want to make it grand, we want to make it big. We want to reach out to more youth. This year we didn't have much time to go on the ground. Because we just do social media, and you can see it wasn't enough because we don't get no attendance really today. But we know we get a good attendance online, so this is still very good for us. But next year we want to be hands-on with people, where we can touch people's hands and we can speak to people one-on-one before we do the setting in the area. So thank you again for viewing. Thank you, Emonews, for being there for us. We know we're going to reach the world because we have Emonews with us. Thank you, Love Tijura. Thank you, all my presenters. Thank you, those who support me on the background. Thank you for those who encourage me. Thanks, though, for everybody who played their part one way or the other. I don't want to go too much into it because it's especially forget me. But I love you too if I forget you. I want to tell you that I appreciate your effort. And thank you again. That's it for today, folks. We will be looking for you next year to attend. And feel free to call us up because we are creating a community networking for you, the young people of Dominica.